539 days since we last played in front of our supporters, but who's counting? My name is Tom Plasteris, and we're joined today by Club CEO and Sporting Director Axel Schuster, Head Coach Marc Santos, and we are very excited to introduce you to our newest player, Ryan Gauld. Ryan hails from Lawrence Kirk, Scotland, coming through the Dundee United Academy, beginning his professional career with the club at the age of 16. 2 years ago, he signed with Farense, and was named Liga Pro Player of the Year, helping the club to promotion. Past season, he was one of the top performers in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. He's one of only 3 players in the league to finish in the top 10 in both goals and assists, and he led the league in key passes, expected assists, and shots created. Yesterday, Ryan was on the field here training for the first time, and tomorrow he will have his first training session with the full squad. As mentioned, we will play our first match on August 21st at BC Place, and the public on sale for those tickets will start tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you want further information, please let us know. We're going to begin with comments from Axel. We have microphones here. Brandon will take your questions. We're going to take in-person questions first. We have a number of journalists also via Zoom, including some Scottish media, Joel Sked from the Edinburgh Evening News and Alan Temple from the Courier, from Ryan's hometown. And finally, after that, we will have time for photos, any one-on-one requests, some iron brew, some shortbread, and I believe some haggis chips, if you're interested. So with that, it's a great day for us, and we'll start off with Axel Schuster, CEO and Sporting Director.
Yes, hello everyone, and I want to take the chance here to say hello after a way long time. It feels since ever, and definitely it was too long to have not been able to see you. I never imagined in my whole career that there is one day where I really get excited to see all journalists in a press conference and to answer questions in that way. But really today is the day. We have been away for a while. You all know that we never used that as an excuse. But I can say with being only a few days here, it is a total different feeling, a total different vibe around the team, and also for us all off the pitch. And a part of that is also to stay and be connected with you, because that's an important piece. You are delivering the messages. You are the guys that are the connection piece to our fans. And I cannot even imagine how you have done the job in the last 350 days with having no connection to us, not being able to see us one time on the pitch, not seeing the guys, not being able to feel what's going on around the team. So I'm also very happy for you, for us, for everyone, for our fans, that we are back, and can't wait to play a home game. It will be my second one with fans since I signed in the club in November 2019. And we have a bunch of players that have played more than 25 professional games for our club and have not ever played in front of our fans. That's a crazy story. So you can't imagine how excited we will be on the 21st to play the first time in front of our fans. And for a lot of guys, that's unique. Said all of that, there's another exciting piece, and we haven't held back because of coming back, and we haven't waited for the signing until the point we come back to be able to present him here live. But it has taken his time, so I'm very happy. And you see a very exciting sporting director, and that is only the one piece and one person in the whole organization that was working on that since January. So I'm very happy that we finally could get this signing done. I know, and we have spoken about that so often, that we were looking not for a signing that only helps us in a few games. We were not looking for a player that helps us to maybe get a few more points in those games where we have been close in the past. We had a lot. I think you have seen all of that. We were looking for a player that helps us to make the next step. That is a player that also helps us next season still to make the next step. Since my very first day, I said I'm believing in developing step by step. I don't think that you can crash things. I don't think that you can do magic things. So you have to work very hard for that. And there is one piece, that's the coaching staff working on the pitch with the guys every day. But there is also a lot of people in the background, analysts, performance guys, and definitely also our scouting and recruitment department. I have to say thank you to them, because it was them bringing the name up, doing all the research, always pushing me to say, hey, we have to stay on that guy. He would be the exact right fit. He is combining everything we are looking for. And yeah, we had frustrating moments and exciting moments throughout the whole process. But yeah, we hang in and we waited for it, and we never gave up, because yes, he was top on our list. And so it is even more exciting to get it at the end done, because there was also a risk to bet on something that maybe will not work. So definitely that excites also, that we were able to get it done. And I want only to say one thing, because obviously if things take so much time, you can get the wrong impression. It was a fight about money. It was a fight about his contract, and he was negotiating everywhere. Probably his agents have done that, but I can tell it was exactly an offer, a counter, and a new offer from us, and it was never more than that. So it was 3 emails, two from me and one from his agent, that closed this deal for the player contract. So I think it was much more about convincing him that that is the right project, and competing with other great clubs, that and to respect. And that's what we hopefully no, I think we have done very well to respect his position and his ask to us to keep him performing in his former club, to let him do his work and not to distract him too much with connecting with him and pushing him and asking him, because he wanted to get the job finished there and he wanted to do the best performance there. And so that was also something we had to respect, and we have done that until the very last moment, although sometimes I felt maybe we should call him and reach out to him and tell him how much we want him. But at the end, everything's good. He's here. Welcome to the club, Ryan. And I think you could not decide for a better time than that. Amazing weather. We are back in British Columbia, and soon we are playing in BC Place.
Thank you, Axel. Okay, just ask too when we go around for questions. As Ryan gets to know you guys, can you just basically state your name and affiliation as we go around? But let's get started over here.
Ryan, welcome to Vancouver. Corey Basso here, the Whitecaps radio play-by-play man on AM 730. Two quick questions for you off the top. One, just overall thoughts of the training facilities and the city itself, if you've had much time to look around it. And number two, just talk about the whole process of finally putting ink to paper and getting to be here. It sounded like there were some missed flights and some things that could have really set the deal sour in more pessimistic times, but you guys really made it happen. So talk a little bit about the process and just your thoughts on the city.
First of all, the training center is incredible. I would say by far the best facility that that I've been a part of. And the process of getting here, it seemed like every obstacle that could have came in the way happened, from not being on flights to quarantine and getting the work permit and stuff. It was a tough couple of weeks, but thankfully everything's taken care of now, and yesterday I was able to get started on the pitch with my new teammates, and it's something that felt it was a long time coming, but thankfully the day came, and I'm delighted to be here.
Hi Ryan, this is Harf with Daily Hive. You had a lot of offers all over the UK and Portugal. What was it about the Whitecaps that made you want to sign here in MLS in a new league, and how much did the money play a part?
I've never been one to make my decisions over money. I've always thought there's more to a career and more to life than money. And what it was the confidence that everyone at the club that I'd spoke to showed, that how much they wanted me, what they thought I could do here, what I could bring to the club, and really it was the Whitecaps were the first club to reach out to me and make it known like I said, how much I was wanted here. So that's what played the biggest part, and this is where I felt that I could really progress, and hopefully I'll be able to really help the team out.
Michael, go ahead, please.
Hi, Michael McCall, AFTN. How much or how familiar are you with Major League Soccer? I know a couple of your former United teammates have played over here. Johnny's still here. Did you speak to them about it? How much have you seen off the league?
Yeah, like you said, there's quite a few people here I know that are still here or have played here, that say great things about the league. Speaking of Johnny Russell in Kansas, he's loving it out here, and he was telling me that Vancouver's a lovely city, a good club. So it was good to speak to different people that I know to get different opinions. People that are playing in different cities, playing in the Eastern Conference, and they had the same things to say about the league. There's a little bit of a perception back in the UK. I think that it's not like a great league, but when you watch the games, they're high intensity. There's a lot of quality, and I'm delighted to be here and looking forward to hopefully playing my part.
Alex, go ahead, please.
All right, Alex with the Between the Sticks. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to Vancouver. Obviously, all the fans, they've seen the numbers, but from your perspective, how would you describe your game and what are you going to bring to the Whitecaps?
I would say, first of all, like whenever I play, I leave everything I can on the pitch. I'll give everything that I've got to the team, and then hopefully, my creative side can help to create opportunities, score some goals for the club, and help turn a few of the draws into wins. But I would say most importantly, where my games came on the last couple of years is my work rate, my intensity, and I'll be looking to bring that in as quickly as possible.
Sam, go ahead.
Hi, Ryan. Sam Rowan, SB Nation. You spoke a little bit about the qualities that the league has, but I'm wondering, there's also some adjustments sometimes, a lot more travel in this league, perhaps a little different style of play than Portugal. What are your thoughts on that adjustment process?
Yeah, it's normal whenever you change over leagues. There's expected to be a small period of time till you adjust to everything. But I've been welcomed brilliantly here by everyone, all the staff, the players. So I'm hoping that the adjustment won't take too long, and I'll be able to hit the ground running and be able to help out the team as soon as possible.
And another one for me here. Do you see any similarities between the MLS and the Scottish game? It can be quite physical at times, a lot of end-to-end stuff, a lot of back and forth. But obviously you have enough quality to have played in Portugal and whatnot. Do you see yourself sliding in as more of a technical player, or are you a roll your sleeves up type guy who can do the MLS bit as well?
I like to think I can do both. The Scottish game is probably the same kind of intensity as what it looks like over here. Obviously, I'm just guessing because I've not played in any games yet, but the intensity looks very similar to Scotland. But then you've also got a lot of technically really good players. Whether it be Americans or from South America, Europeans. I think in the last few years, the quality keeps improving in the league, and hopefully I can help add to that. So yeah, it's an exciting time to come to the league.
Just a question for Marc. What is it about Ryan that made you feel he was the guy that you wanted to be your number 10 here? What do you think he's going to add to this team?
Ryan is a player that I've known for a while, since he was at Sporting, and then he had a phase of loans here and there. And what I'm going to say is what I told Ryan. I never had a doubt on the technical ability of Ryan. It's a player that has a great vision, great first touch, looks for the last pass, a very good delivery on set plays. So he's going to make us even better there. But the doubt I had was always in the moments where the team lost the ball or Ryan without the ball. But there's been an incredible improvement. I remember when I had a lot of doubts on that, maybe even 1 year ago, and one of our scouts asked me, hey, he sent me a message in the morning and he goes, watch the game of Ryan against Braga. And I even told the scout, man, I don't want to waste time right now. Come on, no, you have to go watch it. You have to go watch it. And there was a huge change in the intensity of his game. I was very surprised by it. Then I went back to see other games. And I even had a talk with Ryan about it. I asked him what happened, and he shared with me some personal things and other things that why that part of the game has grown so much. And so then it was the mix of what we wanted and the intensity of the play with the technical ability that he has. But again, Ryan is another one in the sum of the parts. So we think that Ryan, with the other players around Ryan, is gonna make the team better, and not only Ryan alone.
Hi, question for Ryan. This is Maxim Fossey from Radio Canada. How has your first days at the club been, and how well have your teammates helped you integrate within the team so far?
Everyone's been brilliant so far. Not just the players, but all the staff as well, and welcoming me, making sure I've got everything I need. Like I said, the facilities here are incredible. Couldn't ask for any better. And obviously, I've known Bruno Gaspar from Sporting, so he was really good to talk to, and kind of help the transition into the city, into the changing room. But he's not the only one. Everyone's been brilliant. I've not been made to feel kind of like an outcast or anything. So it's been a really good first. How long have I been here? 2 or 3 days.
Trevor Henderson from Global TV. I'm just wondering, first of all, I don't know if you've been aware, but the talk around town since the news broke that you're probably going to come here, but expectations are high. So first of all, do you feel any pressure? And second of all, we've had players come here from the UK before, and they're not used to this media thing that they have to do on a daily basis. And I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to playing my part here. Everything that comes my way, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I've made a move before when I was 18 years old, that a lot of pressure came with it, and I don't think I dealt with it as well as I could have. So I've grown since then, and I'll be looking to go differently about it. I've not played in a long time, so I'm not going to put huge expectations on myself as of yet. The most important just now is getting my fitness, getting game ready again, and then I'll just do what I know best. I'll work hard, I'll train hard, and hopefully that's going to be what everyone's expecting of me.
This is one for Marc. Marc, just this signing comes at probably a key time for you guys in the season where you're starting to turn a bit of corner as far as performances and results are concerned. And you also have Lucas Cavallini and Max Crepeau coming back from a positive experience at the World Cup. It's almost like having 3 new signings, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I told my staff yesterday. Even Bruno Gaspar, that is training fully with the team. So the team, it's in its best moment when it comes to options, to where we are. Of course, we're extremely aware that we only lost one of our last 7 games, but we drew a lot of games. So like Ryan was saying, he wants to help those draws become wins, but it's a team thing where we have to do little things right to make those draws into 3 points. It's a good moment. It's a good moment. To be honest, I would have loved that all of these pieces were together in day 1 of preseason, but it's just good that I feel where the club is going and where we're going, and the belief of the guys, the quality of training, the intensity of training, the everybody being available. Also, when Kava and Max were not with the team, the guys that played answering to help the team, because Max and Kava will probably be away again in September and October. So we're looking at our depth. Our depth is getting better. The quality is getting better, and that only helps the team grow.
Mark, Ryan talked there about pressure and expectations of him. Obviously, whenever you bring in a big DP player, there's expectations on the player. What would you say to the supporters that feel, oh, now that you've got Ryan here, that's the answer to everything?
It's a good question, because I think it's also an education part for the supporters and for everybody in the media. When we brought Ryan here, is for Ryan to be a part of something and not to be the guy. And he knows, and it's very clear with me and him, that so any pressure that we could be talking about, it's not going to come from me, or because I know Ryan, I know the pro he is, and I know how he goes about things in the games. It's important that Ryan does what he knows what to do. And what he does well is he's always a player looking for the ball. He's a player that is not embarrassed or ashamed of being between lines. So he's comfortable to receive ball between lines, to look for the pass forward. But then when the team loses the ball, he's very committed with the team also. So that's what we want from him. And we don't want him to come here with the pressure of being a kind of a savior, because that doesn't exist. In soccer, maybe you only have two saviors, and those two are not here. So let's be very clear with that.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, we're going to go to some of the journalists that are joining us virtually. So let's start with JJ Adams. Go ahead, JJ.
Good morning, Ryan. JJ Adams from the Vancouver Sun and Province. Apologies for not being there today. Circumstances conspired to keep me away. But can you talk a little bit more about what, about this project attracted you here, considering, it's been a long run since this team has had success. What was it about this project that made it the right fit for you? Can you guys hear me?
JJ's
Hello?
being moved to the table.
Hello.
Pick.
It's a question how to deal with pressure.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, we're going to try this again. If not, we're going to.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead, JJ. Yes.
Let's go ahead.
All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, JJ Adams, Vancouver Sun and Province newspaper. What was it about this project that attracted you to come here? What kind of discussions did you have with Marc and Axel? Because it's been a while since this team has had a lot of success on the field. So you're working your way up the standings. But what was it about this team and this project and this time for you that attracted you?
Well, both Axel and Marc, they're both committed to bringing success to the club, bringing success to the city, and the opportunity to be a part of that was, was something that I was really interested in, and the confidence that they had that I could not be the one to bring it, but be part of the team that can help bring success to the club. So it was just the opportunity for that, and also the opportunity to come to the MLS. I'm well aware of how much and how rapidly the league's growing, And I was very eager to be a part of that as soon as I heard about the interest of the club.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, JJ. Gemma, go ahead, please.
Hi, Ryan. Welcome to Vancouver. I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about, we've heard how difficult this process was. Was there ever a thought in your mind, like, maybe this isn't the right spot for me? Maybe when you couldn't get on that plane, or when one of the mishaps that came up, was there ever a time that you thought maybe this isn't the right fit?
Well, yeah, there was plenty of mishaps that came along the way, but you know, it never entered my head that that like it was a sign to say that I was making the wrong decision. And that's, I've seen that since I arrived, especially here in Vancouver, that I've 100% made the right decision. With everything that the club's got, the potential in the club, I definitely made the right decision. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting going and kind of paying back the faith that the club have showed in me. After all the mishaps, they had to get to work again and make sure that, you know, everything went as smoothly as possible from there on. And so I'm looking forward to getting back on the pitch and hopefully repaying them in some way.
Great, thanks. Marc, one quick one for you, please. I'm wondering if you can comment on Ryan's first day of training. How did he fit into the group? How did things look?
He fitted in well. I don't think what we did in training really put him in a bad spot. We knew that he was a full week training, pretty much only with one coach, not with teammates, just to get his conditioning slowly back. Yesterday was a very soccer type session, in the sense that for him, it's the first after a while that he was involved with teammates, with real movements that are related to the game. And I think he had fun out there, and I think he enjoyed everything about the session. Of course, there was a part where he started to get a little bit tired, I think. And but it's good when you get tired. I think you had an extra session in the afternoon with John, so it was.
He took me through a tough one.
Yeah, so it was good. The first impression, the way he fit in, the communication has been very smooth, very easy. So it's been good, a good first day.
Thank you.
That good, Gemma? Okay, we'll go next to Tom Bogert.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for taking the time. First, kind of a quick one from Marc. Is there any expectation for when Ryan may be able to debut, or is it too early to tell?
No, it's not too early to tell. I have a good idea of when we could maybe think about having him a few minutes and then go from there.
Are you able to share when that date might be?
Follow, Tom?
Yeah. And I'm gonna have one for Axel as well, but is there any, able to share that date that that he might be ready to debut?
Said it's for you.
No.
Oh no, the date I won't share.
Okay.
We have a good idea. We have to go. We have to go. The feeling also with communication with him and seeing how he's growing. We have a very good idea, but it would not be right to give a date and then maybe something happens. But look, our intentions is we're 16 games in. We don't want to waste too much time, but at the end of the day, we don't want to put him in a spot that then we lose him for games. So we'll be careful, but we want him with the team as fast as possible. We have a very good idea on the day, and let's see how the next few days and this week goes for him.
Sorry, and just one more for Axel, if I may. Axel, you spoke about this being a long-term move that would make the kind of the wait worth it and all of the hurdles worth it. How confident are you that this isn't just, a 1 year or 2 year thing that Ryan can be a core piece for this club to build around for years to come?
So yeah, the question is how confident I am, or yeah, okay. Yeah, as I said, the whole deal and the whole search for this position and this player, and we have spoken about that, I think, since at least November last year, after the last season ended. And the whole search was always about finding a player that fits the profile not only in this season, that fits the profile also for the next season, that helps us to lift the quality of the team, that helps us to do the next step. We have spoken very often that we need this link player, that we think that that's a missing piece. And so the search was not about only finding a player that can play that position and is doing that somehow in a good way. We were looking for that player that fits exactly to the culture of the club, to the style of game, to the needs we have for that position, and that will help the club to be better this season as soon as he can play. And Marc hasn't even shared with me when he thinks that's the right moment, so you don't have to ask me about it. And also then next season and the season after. This is a deal that is structured in a way that he should stay here for long and help this team for long.
Thank you, Tom. We'll go to Joel Sked now, please.
Hi, Ryan. Marc talked about the changes to your game in Portugal. How do you feel your time in Portugal shaped you both as a player, kind of technically and positionally, and as a person?
It definitely helped me grow, in terms of dealing with the low points of football. I had a couple of unsuccessful loan spells, and I had to pick myself up. I dropped down to the second division to get game time, which was something I didn't really have for a couple of years. So, it really helped me grow in the sense of making me get my head down and realize that I had to work even harder if I wanted to get to where I wanted to get to, which was the level that I managed to play at last season, and then being able to come into the MLS to a team like the Whitecaps. So on a professional and personal level, yeah, Portugal definitely helped me grow in both senses.
And secondly, how is the Scotland national team still an ambition?
Yeah, it's always going to be an ambition as long as I'm playing. I had a good run last season, but unfortunately, I wasn't included for the Euros. But you've seen there's boys playing here in the MLS, going to the national team. Johnny Russell's been called up various times from Kansas. So there's absolutely no reason why I can't be included in the future, as long as I can get a high level of play and make an impact on the team here. Then yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be possible.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Joel. Alan Temple, go ahead, please.
Morning, Ryan. Huge congratulations on the move. Just first of all, can I ask, just following up on Joel's question, have you had any conversations with Steve Clark and any suggestions that he's keeping an eye on you? And also, how much did watching, so many of your kind of close former teammates and things at the Euros whet your appetite to be part of a World Cup qualifying campaign and potentially a World Cup?
No, there's not been any contact from that side. I know as much as you if they've been keeping an eye on me or not. But definitely watching the likes of Andy Roberts and Stuart Armstrong, who obviously played at United. seeing them play at the Euros, the performance especially they put in against England, I think it kind of brought the whole country together, and to have the chance to be a part of something like that in the future, definitely something that would be in my objectives, and that it gives me the ambition to drive on here and reach the highest level I can, so that hopefully one day it can be a possibility.
Were you in contact with Stuart and Andy during the tournament, and did you manage to get a sense of just how special the vibe was and what it was like during the Euros?
Yeah, I spent some time with Andy in his when he had his time off, and he was telling me like how brilliant it was, and the brilliant group that they've got, that the team's got. So any chance to be involved in that, and you see it kind of brings the whole nation together, and yeah, like I said, to be a part of that would be really special, and that's what I'm gonna, as long as I'm still playing, that's what I'm gonna keep fighting for.
Thanks a lot, Ryan, and best of luck over there.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Josh Griffiths, go please.
Hi, Ryan. Joshua Griffiths, Sports Talk Line. Welcome to Vancouver, and I just wanted to see if you could give us a better idea of who you are off the pitch, if there's something that you really enjoy when you're not playing soccer.
Off the pitch, the only thing I can really tell you that I like is spending time with my dogs, being around my dogs as much as possible. I enjoy the game of golf here and then, but whenever I'm away from training, I like to kind of try and take my mind off of football, and going out seeing things with my dog, my girlfriend, and my dogs is really my favorite way of passing time.
We have some great golf courses in Vancouver and some great places to take dogs, so I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I've already checked up quite a few.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Great. Thanks, Josh. And thanks everybody for joining us today. We'll go to the side here and take some photos, any one-on-ones that you would like. As well, of course, we've got Iron Brew over here, some shortbread, and then haggis chips for the daring. So again, thank you for being with us today. Ryan, welcome to the club. We're very excited to have you here.
Thanks very much.
Take care.